What's up, family? Welcome back to yet another valuable video. Now, this week we are analyzing and focusing the markets. For this week, of course, we're going to be mainly predicting gold and NASDAQ. We're going to use negative correlation for gold using the DXY, and then for the NASDAQ, we're going to use the US 10-year yielding bonds. So that's exactly what we did last week, and we hit it directly on the mark. I mean, it went exactly as we said. So let's start with DXY and build up a bias. Let me make my chart here full screen, and we will go into gold. Okay, I'm on the daily time frame right here, and what I usually do on the daily time frame, family, I'm looking at structure. So first thing and foremost, as we see for structure, we can see we did create highs here that were not broken. Potentially, it can look towards breaking that. Initially, I was looking at this supply here, stopping this market and potentially maybe pushing it a bit lower before we can go higher. So this week, I would say I'm looking forward to my bias being a lower bias. Now, let me draw it nicely for us here. Okay, we have that supply. And why am I saying that? We do have a change of character. So for this trend here, we can say confidently the dollar has been selling. We have been bearish for the dollar. So as you can see, it is a nice supply zone there that I anticipate. We might be creating a three candle formation right now at that zone, more like an evening star. So if we're creating an evening star, then we might actually be selling. I'm on the 4H here, and we can see we do have any bearish engulfing pattern. So that's showing me response to that supply zone that we're actually going to be seeing a lot of more bearish pressure coming this week. Again, we just need 5 more candles to be closing this week, and that's it for the week on DXY. So saying that we're seeing sells on DXY, it will automatically mean the negative correlation on gold. That's exactly what I'm trying to spot here on gold. Let's go to the daily time frame. And if you were tuned in for our last broadcast, family, you will exactly understand that we've been hitting gold right on the mark. And it's been moving with my most favorite Forex pattern, guys. Break and retest, like literally. Last week we predicted, I mean, 2 weeks back we predicted this was going to happen. The other week we predicted we are going to be taking these highs. Now it's literally using those highs it broke. Again, it's a breaker fair value gap, rather fair value gap, and we have retested that fair value gap. So it's quite a very beautiful structure that gold is imprinting for us on the daily time frame. And of course, we do have the assurance of DXY showing us that the dollar is weakening. We can potentially also check the Japanese yen, really what's happening in relation to the USD versus the Japanese yen. But in this case, we are checking the relation between gold and the DXY. In this case as well, we can see we have really bounced off this fair value gap and breaker. We have a nice hammer right there that has been printed, and the market sort of opened up with a gap. Let's go to the 4H time frame. We can see that beautiful gap. Potentially the market might want to go slightly cover this gap, but I see that the market already sort of created a nice in range high, if I can call it that. So we may not pull back all the way to cover this gap and buy, but potentially I can be looking at this highs right here, and we can see maybe a slight pullback, then we continue higher. But for sure, the bias for this week is that we're going higher and higher, a new all-time high. In fact, we're on an all-time high, but we're probably reaching for prices like your 4,800s or 4,750. I'm looking at gold touching at those prices, family. It's quite a very simple analysis this week. I don't think we can overcomplicate it with putting more terminology. The market clearly is in a bullish trend. We have a breaker fair value gap. And in this case, of course, we do have another breaker fair value gap that I'm looking towards, and potentially the market dipping into that fair value gap, and then we buy further to create new highs. So potential pullback, then a continuation. Okay, let's go into the US 10-year bond or government bond. It helps align with NASDAQ's movement. Again, when it comes to trading NASDAQ, it's a basket of, again, stocks, bonds, and of course, in this case, yeah, it's three main things: stocks, bonds, and what did I forget now? Yeah, basically companies or sort of that. So again, we have your NASDAQs and other 100 top companies. So this really gives us a very good directive of what happened on NASDAQ, of what's going to happen. So as you can see, last week we did predict buys, although it dipped in slightly into this demand and then it started buying. This was our last week's analysis. And that's exactly what NASDAQ did. This one bought and NASDAQ sold. So it gives us a very good relation into exactly what it's going to happen on NASDAQ. So let's just go back into it right now. That analysis still stands, guys. I was analyzing and I was saying we can be potentially just using this as just a pullback. And again, now it even makes more sense. We are taking this liquidity. We can actually be bouncing back into these areas as a breaker fair value gap again. So we bounce into that supply, pull back, and then break that supply, turn it into a breaker as well, pull back and buy further. And that's for the weeks to come. Why am I saying that, guys? Um, we do have a nice turnaround here. Work off schematic is what is happening here. I don't know if I can pull off a chart for work off schematic. It's basically, it shows us when stocks or bonds are turning around. And there's a lot of labels that I could label over here, but yeah, because of time. But if you can just search work off schematic, that's exactly what you're gonna see is happening on the US government bonds, 10-year yield. And hence, I'm saying that we're going to still be buying further and further. And of course, even the NASDAQ can confirm that with negative correlation, I do see the stocks losing a little bit of value over here onto NASDAQ. So again, last week we're looking at this price point here, this fair value gap, and that's exactly what the market used as a fair value gap, and the market sold quite beautifully. Now, I could say we are aiming for this demand here. That would be a point of turnaround. This is going to be simple liquidity, guys. This is going to be beautiful liquidity that's going to be quite engineered by the market. So there's a lot of bearish momentum, as you can see. We did also create a gap. Most currencies and markets, they did create a gap. Gaps happen when it was supposed to have taken place technically. Now price was late and therefore they just push it to sort of it's like an imbalance, guys. It's like a very long candle, just that it didn't create that. So definitely, I'm looking forward to trading this gap. There's nothing that uh, sort of closed it. So I'm looking at potentially maybe somewhere here using this price action and pulling back slightly, just like what it would do on the 10-year yield. It was supposed to pull back on that supply. In this case, I wanted to push back up and then we're selling furthermore into that demand level that we spotted to take liquidity. So maybe about today, Tuesday, Wednesday, we can see this pullback, and then as of Wednesday, Friday, I mean Thursday, Friday, we can actually see this market selling. That's my prediction on this week. Again, price will guide me based on intraday. I will take those clues. I don't just create a bias. Tell as well, you can let me know, guys, in the comment section what you think about the analysis. What were you seeing initially before this video? Yeah, be as descriptive as possible. And guys, yes, we'll be dropping more videos to come this week again. Educational videos. I'll be educating you and dropping a strategy on the 2026 New York Stock Exchange opening bell. So that's exactly what we're looking forward for this week. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Do subscribe, do like, do share this video with your friends and family. And I will see you guys on the next video.